So in this video I'm going to be making a brown sugar and fig scented soap in a goat's milk melt and pour soap base. First thing you want to do before you get started is make sure your area is clean, get all the supplies you're going to need for this project at hand, and taking your soap base out of the package. I have already done that and chopped it into little squares into a Pyrex container. The smaller the better, makes it melt easier. And I used just a kitchen scraper. Don't use a knife or anything sharp, this is pretty dull and it cut through it like butter. So I will pause the video, put that in the microwave, and be back in a second. So while that's in the microwave, I'll go through some of the supplies I have. I have a silicone muffin pan. When the soap is all cooled, they will just pop out really easy. I have my colorants. Today I'm going to be using green, yellow, and blue. I have my brown sugar and fig scented fragrance oil. I have a candy thermometer. One thing you need to remember is all essential oils and fragrance oils have a flash point. So you want to make sure your melted soap base is under a certain temperature before you put the fragrance in, otherwise it will burn the scent off. I have my stirring utensil. Whatever you're using for your soap making, don't use it for cooking or anything else. You don't want to contaminate your food or anything. And then I have a small bottle of isopropyl alcohol, which I will use to spray the soap once it's in the mold. This will help break up all the bubbles on top of the soap. So taking the colorant, I am putting just a few drops of each color in the bottom of the tin. And I will pull the soap base out of the microwave and we will start pouring. So I just pulled it out of the microwave and using my utensil to stir it, I can still see that there's some chunks in there. So you can either just keep stirring it and the chunks will melt, or you can pop it back into the microwave for 15-second bursts. Since I'm making a white soap with a little colorant in it, I'm not going to worry about having it all melted. Some chunks are still okay. So I will take my thermometer and check the temperature of it. Looks like we're okay. I will add the fragrance oil to it. Another thing you want to remember is to just keep stirring, because if it starts to cool, it's going to harden really fast. It's under the temperature that I'm looking for, and you want to use 0.5 ounces of fragrance oil or essential oils per pound of soap. Since I have 2 pounds of soap here, I'm going to be using 1 ounce of fragrance oil. And I'm going to make sure that's incorporated in really nicely. Yeah. Most of my chunks are gone, which is a good sign. It's stirred really good. So the first time I used this mold, I found that 2 pounds of melt and pour soap base fit it perfectly. So I'm going to just pour a little bit into each cavity. As you can see, it's already starting to set up because I didn't stir it. Oops. I will come back when that's done. As you can see, I had a little bit of issue with it. It started setting up fast and I didn't get a chance to pour it soon enough, so I had to sit back in the microwave to melt it a little more. Now I'm going to take my isopropyl alcohol and spray it on top of the soap to get rid of all the bubbles. And we're done. I will make another video of the releasing of these out of the tin. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed my video.